on.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to Boddington Farm. Tonight, down on Boddington Farm, I'm going to answer a request from some of our viewers on the topic of water glassing eggs. Now, what I have here, I've got a 11-litre food grade bucket. As you can see already in here, we have roughly 2 to 3 dozen eggs. Now, what this principle of water glassing is that we use pure or filtered water. You don't want anything out of the tap because that has fluoride and chlorine in it, and you can't any other little bugs and germs, and we can't have that. You need pure filtered water. Our other ingredient is hydrated, or otherwise known as slaked lime, and that is 1 ounce to 1 litre. So once again, we have 1 ounce of hydrated lime mixed into 1 litre of purified or filtered water. What we do now is that, because I see I need a little bit more water in the bucket here, I'm going to add the water to the bowl, like such. Whoopsies. I did have it here somewhere.
Whisk.
Whisk this, we shall whisk in the hydrated lime. Sorry, dad joke. Ba-dum. And I'm just going to give it a good thorough mixing. And if you come over here and have a look, you will see that the water has turned a milky consistency. Not the sort of milky that you want to add to your tea or coffee, because that would taste just a little bit gross. So make sure it's all mixed in here, nice and well mixed in. Happy with that. And now I'm going to add this to the bucket.
Try not to disturb the eggs that are already in there.
Being ever so gentle. Give it a little stir. Now, over here we have 2 dozen eggs. These are unrefrigerated and unwashed. We keep them unwashed because we want to keep the bloom that occurs on the outside of the egg naturally after the chicken hatches it. How's that? Better?
That's better.
Okay. So, although we can't see it, on the outside of this egg, all over is a product what's known as the bloom. And this bloom basically seals the egg from any airborne nasties, bacteria, germs. What we're going to do now is going to take this egg, place it into the bucket, like so.
Is it pointy egg? Pointy
end down. Pointy end down. So, it's a bit hard to tell with the Australorps here, but I perceive this to be the pointy end. This one's a bit more rounded. And the reason why we have it pointy end down is to reduce the inner surface exposure of air inside the egg basin. I know that sounds a bit fumbledy, but basically within the egg there's a little air bubble. Okay, if we have at the pointy end, it's going to be a bit more pronounced, but if I have it over the less pointy end, it's going to be a bit more spread. And we just keep on going like this, all around in a circle, as best as we can, putting the eggs pointy end down. When you can't see what you're doing, it's a little bit of guesswork, a little bit of gentle feeling work. Guys, take note, be gentle. And I won't go any further with that. This is a family program. No rush. We're taking our time because we don't want to break anything, because if there's a break in the egg, the contents will seep out and you will totally ruin the entire batch of eggs that is in this bucket. Not just the one, you will ruin the whole lot, and the whole lot will go off and manky and be basically no good for anything except for pegging at next door's neighbour's dog when it's tearing up your garden. Now these eggs could quite viably keep for the next 12 to 18 months. I certainly wouldn't want to be pushing the boundaries any more than that. So searching for a gap in the system, there we go. Second last egg, being said gentle. We are. And ta-da! There's 2 dozen eggs, water glass, and they should, as I said, they should keep in the solution for the next 12 to 18 months. What we do recommend is to keep it in a cool, dark area, away from direct heat, direct sunlight, because you don't want to boil your eggs.
So that's what, 8 dozen now we've got glassed.
There's 2 dozen in there. There was about,
because there's 4 dozen in the other bucket.
4 dozen in the other bucket. There's 1, 2. I reckon there's 4 dozen in this, so that's about 8 dozen eggs.
That's what I said.
Well, there you go. I'm confirming what Bibi says. We've got 8 dozen eggs stored away. Yeah, that's good. Once I've got this lid sealed down, I'll make another date entry. 2 dozen eggs with today's date.
It's over there, the texter. Or the Sharpie, or whatever you want to call it, because he won't remember to put it down later. And now he doesn't even know what date it is.
What's the date?
I don't know, it's not on the phone. And look, his tablet is sitting right over there. He could have just hit that to find out what the date was.
6th of December. It was tablets camouflaged. Bob's your auntie.
There you go, water glassing eggs.
It's that easy. Now, if you're thinking to yourselves, where in blazes do I get this slaked lime or the hydrated lime from? One word: Bunnings. And this vlog is not sponsored in any way by Bunnings. I'm just saying where I got it from. I got it in a 20-litre bag, so that's going to last us absolutely ages unless we find other purposes for it. But they also sell it in little bags called like pickling lime, and with a much higher price tag. I got this bag for about $15, $20. It is a lot cheaper than buying a small little boutique bag. There we go, folks.
It's also known as builder's lime.
There you go, builder's lime. And our water is just purified water that we got at a major retail outlet. Just has a spout there, makes life so much easier. there you go, folks. Glassing eggs 101. If you like what you've seen, reckon this is pretty handy dandy, tap the subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, tickle the bell so you'll be notified when we put on another vlog. But now, it's good night from me.
And then it's good night from him.
Love yous.